Okay. Okay, we'll jump straight to it. So, is Bafana going to lose 3 points or not? The internet is so terrible when it comes to African news. Last time I checked, there hasn't been a final decision, but they're saying internally South Africa has accepted that they made a mistake, and it doesn't mean they accept that they should lose 3 points, but they're not going to appeal it. But we don't know if these 3 points are going to be docked or not. You have to remember the whole world hates Nigeria, so maybe those guys in CAF they say we don't even like Nigeria. Those Nigerians take the 3 points
Right
anyway.
from the time of Isaiah to
They don't
Isaiah
like
too does
Nigerians.
not like
I have a story.
Nigerians.
I have a story for you guys. One time I was in America, so they caught a guy for stealing, and he was from Niger. No, he was from Cameroon. So when they caught him, they said,
Okay.
where you at? Where you from, motherfucker?" He said, "I'm from Nigeria, Nigeria." And then another Nigerian guy said, "Come on, he's not from Nigeria. We don't in Nigeria. We don't say Nigeria. We say Nigeria." So the guy wanted to say he's from Nigeria because they always put the blame on Nigeria for dirty
You're
shit.
Nigerians.
Like
Can
when
you
I lived in
imagine?
South Africa, when I met black people, they say I should say I'm from Ghana, that I shouldn't say Nigeria. So everybody hates Nigeria. So for all we know, they may not get those points. And even
No,
Lesotho said they didn't want to challenge.
the thing is that Nigeria is a threat to people, even though we have corrupt leaders, but
Yeah.
we have the good ones
But
also. So Nigeria is
yeah,
a
we'll go to
threat.
Kule. We'll go to Kule. So my personal view is that the rules are the rules. So South Africa should probably be docked. I don't, and I'm not saying that's for Nigeria because it's Nigeria. The rules are the rules, and if you
Yeah,
if
just
you
being
break the rules,
neutral.
they made a mistake. We have
Yeah.
to follow the rules. The rules are the rules. But I can understand that. To be honest with you, Nigeria shouldn't have to depend on South Africa losing points to qualify. That's a big disgrace. What do you think, Kunle? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how long was a extra player on for the whole game.
No. This is what happened. They brought in Mokoena in a game when he was supposed to be sitting out because of penalty, because of collecting too many cards. And they had he wasn't eligible to play, and they played him. And they said they didn't know that it was a mistake. I believe that they didn't know, but that's a very big mistake for your team to make.
But it's a big yeah.
Also, it's a big mistake for it's a big mistake for African football. What's the name of the African football? AFCON. That's the big mistake for those guys to make. Also, the officials.
He's even CAF, not even just AFCON, Confederation of African Football.
That's what I mean.
You know that.
That's a big mistake for CAF to make. You understand what I'm saying?
The officials
to allow the player on the field.
Or the officials, yeah. So at some level, the organizers of the matches, everything, the officials, they also fucked up. So personally, I think they should lose the 3 points. If they don't lose the 3 points, I don't think, even as a Nigerian, I don't think it's a big deal. But if it was the other way around.
Even in legal practice, this is interesting. I'll tell you something that's similar in legal practice. Lawyers used to sign their name with the name of the chambers. And if you did that, your entire case, no matter how well it was done, would be completely struck out as being unacceptable. And I was having a debate with somebody that should we make the registry responsible for allowing us to file a defective document, or should we make the defaulter responsible? And this matter keeps switching in the Supreme Court. Today, there's no final stance on it. Right now, they're saying that no, it's a small mistake, it should be forgiven. So when you now translate that into what happened in South Africa, it's something that will flip on its head. But I think with sport has rules. And it's competitive and it's entertainment.
But South Africa may have a point. Maybe it's not up to South Africa to police to keep track of the cards. They can say we didn't know. I don't think they did it on purpose because it's Lesotho they're playing. But you never know.
But the officials, the match commissioner.
Only because it's still an unfair advantage. And if it was close and that player made a critical difference in winning a game and gaining 3 points that he shouldn't have done,
they should do a rematch.
Looking at the facts of what happened in that game.
They should do a rematch.
Yes, and whatever you want to say.
I don't think you want to do that.
No, that's actually going to be a problem as well, because these international players, they have club commitments, they have off-season commitments, they have training schedules, they have their holidays, they risk injury, their clubs are paying them, not their national teams. It'll be too much to sacrifice to play another game because of one man. Rules are the rules. If it was Nigeria, I'd be sitting here, I'll be really upset. And I don't think it'll be a question that Nigeria would be punished. I think because South Africa...
Nigeria would definitely be punished. Do you remember, didn't they almost punish us? Did we lose a game because we couldn't make it to the stadium in Libya or somewhere? Did we lose those points?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Well, like
no,
South
we're
Africa is
held
more
like
liked
somehow
in the world
hostage.
than Nigeria.
Yeah, but we managed to get away from that problem. Yeah.
People are more inclined to be nice to South Africa. Nigeria, we're full of rough people. If we
And
do
don't mind them. By
something
the time our show comes on, thousands of South Africans will be insulting us. I'm going to say my point. This is not about South Africa versus Nigeria. This is about the rules.
Yeah.
But this is about the rules. So, I mean,
this is about the rules.
Simple.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, Nigeria, but let's say that South Africa loses those 3 points. That opens the door for Nigeria to if they can win all their matches.
Yeah,
Nigeria is 8 points behind South Africa. I think they're 8 points behind. So if that were reduced
6 or so.
I think it's behind. 2 teams. I think it's 1 team qualifies and 1 team goes to playoff. Is that correct?
Yeah, but what I mean is that Nigeria can still come top of the group if South Africa.
I think South Africa are miles ahead.
No, they're 7 points. They're only 7 points ahead, and there's still 5 more games. Still 4 more games.
Yeah.
So it's anything can happen. I mean, my best belief is that South Africa will win all those matches. And even Lesotho, they said they didn't want to challenge you. Those Southern African teams may lose to South Africa on purpose. Hold on, those Southern African teams will lose to South Africa on purpose because they also don't like Nigeria, and they'd be like Lesotho. Lesotho was the team that lost to South Africa. They said that South Africa should keep the points because they don't want to see Nigeria qualify.
Put an eye on this group.
Yeah.
You can't put an eye on this group.
So what were you going to say?
No national side is going to accept losing to another team for any
reason. No, Kunle, I'm not lying, Kunle. Lesotho said that they don't want those points. You don't understand. Lesotho is right.
They can't be right. Even if they could, they
can be fine for that.
Let me tell you what, Kunle, I've seen teams do this before.
For that.
I've seen European teams lose to another team to help a European team qualify over an African team in World Cup and things. So they will do it.
I understand, but I mean, even if at the end of the day, Lesotho are not exactly what I call a danger team. Even if they play their best, I don't think they could beat South Africa anyway. The first time I heard of Lesotho, I can't remember whether it was Bob TV or Satellite.
So maybe it was when Trump told you about it. Trump said he doesn't know.
For a long time, I didn't realize it was a full country. I mean, there's 15.
I've been there before. It's landlocked. And here's the thing: in Lesotho, the language that they speak is still the language that they speak in those bordering areas of South Africa, the Sotho. So the thing about South Africa is that, and Southern Africa, is that those people are closely connected. It's like going to Togo and you see people who speak Yoruba. So my thing is that they're all Southern Africans, and the Lesotho people blend in very well with South Africa. So they will want to see Nigeria go down too. Namibia is a little bit more. Namibia and Zimbabwe are a little bit more distinct, but Lesotho, Swaziland, you might as well call it an extension of South Africa. Even Lesotho is landlocked by South Africa, so it's in the middle of South Africa. So, but anyway,
as a footballer, even I would like to, as a professional footballer, professional sportsman, even just playing on a Sunday afternoon against Warif, I don't want to lose. Even when, so I mean, I don't know how I can now put on my national jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying they don't do it. I personally can't do it as a sports person.
That's you. Do you know how many footballers have lost on purpose, like in the Italian league, because of gambling?
They're
not like you. There's mafia, there's guns to your head, and there's money involved.
No, those guys bet on their game too.
This one is about I don't like you. That's
what I'm saying. Kule, you have an ideal view of the world, but most people don't take it that seriously, man. That's the point I'm trying to make. They don't. Lesotho doesn't care. They don't care.
I'll be disappointed in any sportsman that, I mean, even if they're doing it for gambling, I can understand that's money, but out of spite, losing.
Do you remember when Germany and another team played a draw so that they could eliminate Morocco from World Cup?
In the days where you could play, yes, in those days. That's
why
but
it's the same human beings.
It's the same human beings, though.
It's the same. See, human beings are complex. So some human beings, they just don't care. But anyway, let's move on. So we're going to talk about also how the hell did South Africa, their coach, allow this to happen? The guy should be queried. I mean, not that they should fire him, but that type of mistake is unacceptable, especially if they don't qualify for the World. Let's say that they come second in their group because of that mistake. If they come second in that group because of that mistake, it means he made $1 million mistake, a very big mistake.
It's the job of the assistant coach. That's the assistant coach's job.
But you know what it is? Not the job of the main coach.
Yeah, but the problem is that the main coach will still be held responsible. It's just like if you're the CEO of a company. The main coach should know that too. So those guys should take it easy. And I don't know how they could overlook such a thing. You know,
how is the assistant coach appointed? Because
to me, I'll still blame the CAF officials. The CAF officials. They should have their record on ground. They should know what and what. That's one thing I've not seen European football and Euro what is it called UEFA or whatever. They are perfect, but this one is too silly of a mistake for
CAF officials
to make that kind of mistake. You need to check. You're supposed to check the players that are eligible to play in a match, to those that have received how many yellow cards and so on. But
I'll keep talking while I'll look for the standings. Okay.
So well, if they go against the what's it called, the rules of the game, that means there's nothing like sentiment. They have to go for it, even though the mistake might be from CAF. They have to go for it. The South Africans also, they're supposed to have their own record. They should know which award. It's just like in the Premier League, once you have 5 yellow cards, so you will miss the next match, one match. So when you're on 4 yellow cards, you're supposed to tell a player, you'll be keeping your own record as the club. You tell your player, you're on 4 yellow cards, so you have to be careful. So I believe South Africans, maybe they just want to play as if they don't know, but they should know about it.
Yeah. So South Africa has 13 points. Nigeria has 7. Nigeria is only 6 points behind, and they still have 4 more games to go. And Nigeria will play South Africa.
Wow,
so my thing is that it's not as big a gap as people say it is.
Oh, will only be 3 points behind if they're punished.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
It would only be down to 3 points if they get punished.
I think so. Yeah.
That's one game.
So this is a big deal. Okay, this is a very big deal. Very big deal. And this should be a message to all teams now. Be very careful with your bookkeeping so that something like this doesn't happen. That's all I can say. Okay. So let's switch over to
the record.
Yeah. So what do you say? Should we talk about the Nigeria one now, or should we do it on Friday? The footballer.
Let's go for it. I'm ready for Nigeria.
All right. Even though that would have been extra billing, extra $5. I'm just kidding.
Super Eagles, there's a match going on right now. This Unity Cup.
Oh, Nigeria's winning 2-0 against Ghana. Yeah. All right, but we can do this. This won't take more than 10 minutes. So we're talking about
playing very well. I was watching the match.
We'll talk about that on Friday. Okay, so let's.
Nigeria's playing right now.
Yeah, 2-0 against Ghana.
Ghana. Ghana.
Charity Cup.
Wow.
Let's move on.